Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking the time to spend a little time with me. I always appreciate that, guys. And I wanted to get back to this Madden NFL film study. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but I got a nice play here to show, and we'll go ahead and jump right into it, guys. Now, first and foremost, you know how I always do. I always look at the trenches first because I want to see what happens. Let me go ahead and pause it here. I want to see what happens in the trenches. You know, to me, that's where football begins and ends. The trenches dictate so much, whether it's the passing game, the running game, etc., etc. So let's take a look at that. Let me fast forward it here a little bit, and then we'll put it in slow motion. All right here. So first, let's go ahead and start it. Everyone gets off the line pretty well. Let's pause it right there. Now, what I want to say here, man, of course, this is stuff that I always emphasize. I want to keep emphasizing this until it actually happens. You know, I still think where Madden definitely can improve is interactions in general. You know, the physical interaction between two players. You know, physics needs to be more prevalent. It needs to be more evolved and things of that nature, especially in the trenches. You know, it needs to dictate more outcomes with the player's physical mass and his physical stature and his leverage, etc., etc. All of that stuff I want to see play out in the trenches. More weight being a factor and all of that. So with that being said, knowing that stuff needs an area of improvement, there's a really good pocket right here. You know, relatively good blocking right here. Ben has a lot of room, a lot of places where he could just set up and, you know, go ahead and set his feet and make a pass. All right. Now, if we continue to let it go, looking at number 73 right there, that's Ramon Foster right here. You know, it's just a little minor thing here. This could be a little nitpicky, but I definitely want to see the AI evolve a little more as well, where when these guys get beat or if they get knocked off of position or they disengage from their block, I just want to see more human-like behaviors. You know, whether they're winning the battle or losing the battle, I want to see more human-like behavior in this area. All right, so we take a look at that. Go ahead and hit play again. You know, have plenty of time right here. And see, like right now, you see number 73 there again, Ramon Foster. Like right now, he's just standing there. He's not really reacting like a human being. And I know this is a video game. Yes, I'm just saying I want to see more programmed AI to where these guys react more accordingly. All right. Now, you get a little bit of pressure coming here. As I backed it up a little bit, let me go ahead and fast forward. We get a little pressure. I see him coming. I'm able to do that slight step right there to the right. Just real slightly. Step into the throw. And I'm going to be able to make the throw. Now, the funny thing is, right here is really where I should have gone. Right in this area. Looking at Eli Rogers, right? Look at all of the room I have right there. That's probably the best read. Because if you look at this guy underneath, he's probably going to play this. He's playing D'Angelo Williams there. This guy's beat. And if I throw the ball in a manner, you know, where I throw it up into the end zone that way with that angle on it, you know, put a nice touch on it, that's a touchdown, more than likely. But I completely missed that throw. I made the harder throw because I had more confidence in Antonio Brown, and who wouldn't have confidence in Antonio Brown? So I make the harder throw there. All right. So you guys already saw that at the beginning of the play. So now let me just back it up. Well, I'm sorry, fast forward here and look at the ball placement, which was relatively good in this particular situation. Again, guys, you want to use the mechanics. You know, I threw the high pass. I did the lead pass a little bit to, you know, throw it to the right, throw it high so Antonio can go up and get it. And even with me saying that, I still want to see more of an improvement in that area. I would love to have a cursor, you know, like, again, I got to give credit to an Access Football. You know, NFL Fever did it a long time ago where you can actually, you know, point and click, so to speak, where you want the ball to go. You know, I still want to see that type of pass leading and ball placement at Madden, but, you know, looking at this situation, I got a good throw right here. The use of the mechanics worked out for me. Boom. High throw to Antonio Brown. He makes the catch. All right, and let's flip it around here, guys, and I'm going to get to another thing I want to discuss, and then we'll be done. Right here. The safety. Now, I understand that every safety is not a great player in the NFL as far as being an elite safety. You know, you're not going to always get an Ed Reed or a Troy Polamalu, or even a guy like Harrison Smith, who I think plays well out in Minnesota. These guys don't come every single day. Those more of elite type guys, or guys who, play above the neck, like Coach Tomlin says, these heady guys who are smart and can diagnose things. But once you make your decision, I still feel like you should be acting more like, more like what you're doing. Like once you commit, like right here, what he should be reading at this point is Ben. He should be reading Ben Roethlisberger. Should be looking at this. This is what he should be looking at. The ball and the arm, and Ben is ready to let that go. You can see he's cocked back, ready to let it go. That's what he needs to be looking at as I pan it around here. But the problem is right now, man, still in this game, defenders break on the ball only when it's thrown. You see that? I want to see more anticipation from guys. And if this guy, I'm going to run it here in slow motion. Even if he didn't break on the ball at the right time, right? I'll give him that. Let's just say he's not a great guy. Maybe his awareness is not that high. But even if he didn't break, even right now, what is he playing? Is he playing the ball? Or what? You see what I'm saying? He's just watching the ball. There's no attack to the ball. Of course, you get the animation here between these two guys. Brown and Breland right there. You get the, two-man animation, which is cool. It looks cool. I'll accept that. But I need to see these safeties lower the boom. Bring the lumber. If you're not going to be able to catch the ball, you're not going to be able to break it up or go for the interception or whatever, I need to see these dudes react and try to knock the ball out. Because that's what football players do. Even the dudes who ain't that good, you at least can diagnose the situation and say, okay, I got to try to get this ball out of here. And as you can see, that doesn't happen. Now, this looks great. This was a great play. We'll let it run again right here so you can see it again. Nice animation between Antonio Brown and Breland. But again, my problem would be number 41 here. Blackman, I believe his name is. We got to get it to where these guys, again, are behaving more like human football players, because this is what we were told back in Madden 25. I will always remember that E3 on the stage and Andrew Wilson saying that, all of these different calculations and guys using human-like intelligence. I need to see it. All right, and as I wrap up this video, guys, I would definitely say, you can get great football, in my opinion, out of Madden NFL. I think right now where Madden is at, though, is how do we replicate things better? Like I said, things like the DB and wideout interactions and the AI and the trenches, and making that more of a physical based, type of gameplay and player movement and all of those things. All right, so that's all I got for you guys, man. Definitely go ahead and hit the screaming face to sub if you haven't done so already. And also, guys, I always promise it will never hurt you to hit that like button. All right, guys, until next time, let me know what you think. Peace.